I am a very tired man, but I'm a very appreciative man. Because today I did get back from my WrestleMania weekend. If you've seen all the stuff over at What Culture Wrestling, which I'd implore you to do right now, you can go and check it all out. But as promised to my lovely people over at patreon.com/Simon316, which supports all my personal projects, I said I'd just sit down in a vlog style, as we've done many times on this channel, and I would just talk to you about my experience. I mean, I'm sure lots of people have been to WrestleMania 35, and if you have, please drop a comment below, and please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Press the bell and do all that stuff. The more subscribers we can get, the better. And yeah, I tell you, man, it was just it was a crazy few days. You can hear my voice is still a little bit strained from everything we did, but I had some real highlights out there that will be with me for a lifetime. And that's not so bad to be able to say that. To say that you went over to New York for 6 days or whatever it was, and came back with some genuine memories that you'll always smile at. I'm all right with it. And really, that is mostly due to the people that supported the channel anyway. Basically, for Raw and SmackDown ups and downs, which we did outside of the Barclays Center following each respective show, we just got a load of people turned up in the crowd to join in. And it's a crazy, surreal experience that I will smile about for a long time. We had people chanting up, we had people chanting down and giving their own opinions, but also the really cool thing is that no one, I mean this just because obviously on Raw, a lot of people kind of took, well, wrestling fans in general around this time, well, a certain sect of them, like to try and take over the show, and nobody did that. They were really respectful, joined at the right time. There was just so much love, so much positivity, and I love all of that. It just makes me so happy. So yeah, I want to shout out to everyone that came and joined me for those. Like I said, I'll remember that for ages, and everyone said nice words afterwards, and you know, I mean, I try and be motivational and, you know, on top of things as much as I can. But hearing all those kind words and getting to do that kind of stuff absolutely was a treat. I think I enjoyed it more than any of the shows, which I don't know what it says about me and my ego. But I guess it's just nice to, because, you know, when you put videos out there, you don't really, well, I don't anyway. I mean, you look at the analytics, you want to make sure that things are progressing and things are doing well. But I don't actually think about what that number means. And YouTube, as we know, has kind of destroyed that anyway. You know, you can do 10,000 hits on a video, but it's only 10,000. 10,000 hits like a state is a venue. You know, you could, if you got 10, you were a musician and you sold at 10,000 seats, people go, wow, that's amazing. So yeah, it was great. And, you know, we'll continue on smashing those ups and downs. It's kind of, I always have vigor and excitement to do anyway, but it's pushed it even higher because I enjoyed it so much. So yeah, as for WrestleMania 35 itself, I enjoyed it. I think 7.5 hours is too long for any kind of a show. Anything, be it music, games, films, wrestling, I mean, Batman, Metallica, whatever. 7.5 hours is too long, and I would like to see them kind of take it down to maybe 4 hours an hour pre-shows. That'd be 5 hours top. I think that would be much better. But it's still amazing to watch. And I posted if I remember, I'll put it up on the screen now. I posted a picture of my seats, which were quite near the back, and not everyone, but there are a few people that just blow my mind. All your seats are pretty crap. Well, not really. I'm sat in New York in MetLife Stadium enjoying WrestleMania. I don't really care where I sit. I'm just appreciative of the opportunity. But yeah, it's an incredible event to watch if you've never been. Because, you know, seeing a sea of people like that and the amount of work that goes into the production, like when you're there live, which I'm sure is the same for many events, you really get a sense of how much money and effort and skill has been put into making it all look like it does. Like the big screen that they had, although simpler than in recent years, when you see everybody coming out, and it's just overwhelming. So I thought that was awesome. Raw and SmackDown were the same. I mean, again, you have those crazy crowds, which are cool to be a part of. There were a few assholes behind me on Raw who were saying some terrible things about Roman Reigns. Well, they said one thing about Roman Reigns, and the rest of the show they just wanted to shout, and basically they wanted to be heard. And I said this on other videos. I will never tell anybody. Well, it depends what they say, right? If they said anything else about Roman Reigns, I was actually going to turn around and ask them to stop. But you know, if you pay your money, you're allowed to react and sing and boo and dance however you should like. But I do think you have to respect the other people around you as well. And these people behind me did not do that. And I wasn't the only one that said that. I thought maybe I'm being a bit tired and a bit finicky, but I wasn't. I think they just pissed off the entire side of that crowd. But there's all the other little events that were going on as well. Like there was Kaiju Big Battle, which if you've never seen, you absolutely should. It's a bunch of people running around dressed as, well, monsters and unicorns and Dr. Q. It's fascinating. It's one of those wrestling things where I imagine if Jim Cornette saw it, he'd flip his lid. But I love that because we all know what wrestling is and we're all inside of we're all kind of inside now. And we all get what the punchline and the joke is, that people can do stuff like this. And it was just, It was hilarious to watch. And the G1 Supercard, I enjoyed just being in Madison Square Garden, always something I wanted to do. So that was ace. We got to go around the WrestleCon convention. Obviously, I just said the Wrestle Convention. And we did loads of interviews there. I mean, I'll mention some now, but we did so many. They won't come on the top of my head, but there was... we did... I can't remember now. Santina Morella was there. We did Rikishi. That was really good. My man, Al Snow, probably my favorite interview that I did because obviously he trained me to be a wrestler. So we have a certain rapport, which I enjoyed. I'm not even going to try and go. There was loads. I think all in all, we probably got like 40 plus interviews. So keep an eye on What Culture Wrestling for those. And as you'll see soon, we also went to the Bullet Club block party. You may have seen everything going on with Tama Tonga and the What Culture guys and myself. They put a ticket up for sale for $10,000 and we went along. And it was good. For a certain point, like, again, if you were at the Bullet Club block party, again, shout out to everyone that came up and said nice words to all of us. You know, I think that was kind of the theme of the weekend. There's a lot of love out there, and you certainly came and showed it. And when someone does do that to you, it does. Excuse me, it does. It's life-affirming in many ways because, you know, we're passionate about this stuff and we want to do it. And to actually have that feedback live and in person of someone saying how much they enjoy it or how much it means to them, it makes you not only want to continue, but it also... you know, it gives you that satisfaction that I think you need with any job. I know I certainly appreciated it. And yeah, look, there was a ruckus following, not even following, we were at the block party and then all of a sudden Haku, Tama Tonga and a bunch of Bullet Club guys went crazy at us. They'd like you to believe it was 2 on, how many of us were there? Like 6 of us? They phrased that as 2 on 20, us being the 20. In reality, it was 6 of us against about 15 of them, one of which was Haku. Haku counts for about 10 men. Haku like grazed my arm like this. I can still feel it. I had a bruise for days. But we'll get that footage out for you soon. I think another highlight was certainly the live show we did as well, which I think will also be going out in clips on What Culture Wrestling. I don't know. I got to do a stand-up set in a New York nightclub, New York stand-up club, I should say. Something I've wanted to do for ages. And while obviously I had a positive crowd with me, because they'd obviously paid to come and see What Culture, I still think it was all right. I was proud of it. So hopefully we can release that footage too. And again... that whole thing was awesome. We did a live wire from there. We did last minute rumors. We did an insane things. And, you know, again, just having that live reaction. And I think it was my favorite thing. Like, I loved Raw. I loved SmackDown. I love WrestleMania. I loved, what else did we do? G1 Supercard, Takeover. Takeover was amazing. I didn't think it was the best takeover that I'd seen. I need to watch it back on TV and that can change everything. I thought the main event was one of the best NXT takeover matches I've seen, if not the best. But I need to watch it back. But it's cool. It's good to have different opinions and it's good to have that chat. But yeah, really the absolute highlight and standout was all these people coming together to the What Culture, again, sold out live show. I'm going to push that because I was very proud. The What Culture live show and just interact with us and enjoy our stupid skits. And it was awesome. It's probably inspired me now to go out there. I don't know what's wrong with my voice. Sorry. It inspired me to go out there and try it without a favourable audience. I quite like the idea of flying by the seat of my pants. Maybe I could still type back into wrestling. I don't know. So I think I'm going to look around and go to one of those open mic nights and try my hand at stand-up comedy. Why the hell not, right? It's weird. This is a tangent. But with stand-up comedy, I'm like, what's the worst that can happen? People think you suck. Well, I think I probably suck at it anyway. So I may as well go give it a go. Maybe I really get into it. Maybe I really enjoy it. So yeah, that was just like, I'm trying to think if there's any other cool... Oh, actually, I will say this too. I won't name names because I don't think that's fair. I don't know what kind of persona they want to get across, but I met a load of wrestlers that not only watch What Culture, which blows my mind every time because it's crazy when they go, oh, I love your stuff. You're like, no, that's not how this works. I say that to you. But they're also so nice, so friendly, come up to you, have respectful and just good conversations. And yeah, I really like that. I just do. I think it's... Again, it's just the wrestling community when it's at its best, it is awesome. There's loads of people there. Everyone all weekend, apart from the guys behind me at Raw, just wanted to have a good time. And able to walk around New York City, it is no bad thing. I got to go into the gym that Arnold Schwarzenegger's trained in. They had Arnold Schwarzenegger's first original calf machine. No idea how much of that is true, but I'm going to buy into it anyway. You know, we film loads of skits on the random streets of New York. I think that gives them a real flavour. And of course, the highlight, as we've already talked about, with the people just chanting along on the streets. And really, some of the wrestlers we met too. Rikishi, cool guy. When that goes up, I had a really nice interview with him. Santina Morella had a interesting thing in the background. But he was the chillest dude ever, man. He just wanted to talk. Al Snow, he's changing the wrestling business as he always is. That will be up soon. Blue Meanie's got a retro wrestling game coming out. It's like WrestleFest. I didn't know anything about that. So learning about that was cool. I'm trying to think who else we talk to now, because I must have some stories from wrestlers, but I'm so tired. My brain is just not operating. Well, you'll see them all go up, and if there's anything you want to know, you can just ask me. But that is WrestleMania 35. Also wanted to make this video because I know nothing's gone up on the channel in a week or so, so just a little update from me, telling you what I've done. Thank you again for all the support, all the nice words. I'm pumped. Once I get my brain back in UK time, let's go and smash this. But thanks very much. You know the video stuff. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'll see you soon.